Saturday, October 20th, I went to day 2 of Wings Over Houston Air Show at Ellington Airport on the south side of town. I was really excited for a couple of reasons. One, I was taking my good friend Sonia, who had never been to an air show before, and I was really excited to see her reaction. And two, this was the first air show I was going to outside of Oshkosh ever since we started going to Oshkosh. So I was really curious to see what it was like now that we've been to AirVenture, to see what it's like just to go to a regular air show again. Wings Over Houston is put on every year by the Commemorative Air Force, and I think this was their 35th year of putting on this air show. It was a really fun time. They had some great performers, the Thunderbirds, the F-35 demo team, Debby Rihn-Harvey, Sean Tucker, Jessy Panzer. The Canadian Snowbirds were supposed to perform at the air show, and I was really looking forward to that because I do love watching them. I think they're a great team. But sadly, because of an accident they had the week prior at the Atlanta air show, they had to cancel their performance for obvious reasons while they were investigating the cause of the crash. So I was sad, but you know, safety first, so I completely understand. But you know, they're a great team. I'm looking forward definitely to seeing them. Apparently they're going to be at Oshkosh next year in 2020, so at least I'll have a chance to see them then. They also had the Tora reenactment with a live ordnance display with the pyrotechnics team, taking you through the attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7th and narrating everything and having the ordnance simulation. It's really, if you haven't seen it, I think it's really well done and well narrated to really kind of bring to life a moment in our history. It was really fun when we were walking through the static displays and I saw an RV-10. And I grabbed Sonia and pulled her over there to point it out to her so she could see. She knows that we've been building the plane, but this was now a chance for her to see in person what this is actually going to look like. We met the owner. He was really sweet, and he let her climb into the cockpit so she could see what it was like. Really nice. I got to ask him a couple different questions about his rudder trim tab and his experience overall. Just really fun running into other Vans builders. One of the coolest things that happened at the show that I didn't know about beforehand is that this show was the last time, apparently, that Sean Tucker was going to be flying his Challenger 3 aircraft. So he did a solo performance, and then he did his performance with Jessy Panzer. But what they told us, and they announced multiple times, is that this was the last time he'd be flying that plane in a performance, and that it would be hung inverted in the National Air and Space Museum at the Smithsonian. So I thought that was really cool, and having seen Sean perform in this plane for years, it was kind of neat to have been there unexpectedly for that final performance, which was incredible as always. It was a surprisingly hot and sticky day for the end of October, but this was one of the few times I didn't mind the humidity in Houston because we got some really neat vapor cones off a couple of the jets while they were performing, which was really cool. And last but certainly not least, the Thunderbirds finished off the day's performances with an incredible demonstration. If you have never seen the ground portion of their air show prior to them taking off, I really recommend doing that next time you have the opportunity to see them. It's pretty cool. Our air show wasn't entirely without incident. Shortly after takeoff and right after beginning their routine, Thunderbird number 5 seemed to have some sort of a issue. They made an announcement over the intercom, and then they went ahead and restarted the routine, but number 5 just did not participate. So it was 1 through 4 and 6. And I mean, it was still a great show, but I'm glad they were able to carry on safely and that there didn't seem to be a serious problem. But it was still fun. It was different seeing all the formations with the 5 planes instead of 6. So if you're ever in Houston in the fall, be sure to check out Wings Over Houston. It's a really great air show. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. And for more videos like this, or to follow along as I build an RV10 with my husband, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment below to let me know if you've ever been to Wings Over Houston or what some of your favorite air shows are.